Yes, in the pink.
How would it have gone if Henri had been rooted in the desire in each of the when like she said to stab him, but she tried to stab him because I know he's all knows like that and everything. So you know, and the other one, the bleach just running through.
I'm not sure.
You got this one.
I don't understand. Sorry.
How would
I don't understand.
I don't know, you know, the first episode of Bleach where
They transfer the powers.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
How would that have gone between Henri and Zai and then
Oh, if it had been switched.
yeah.
Oh, well, it'd be a completely different show, wouldn't it?
I think Isaiah would shave her head or something. Now I got your power.
You want to pick someone?
Yeah. Oh, here. Yeah.
How much fun was it for both of you doing the Melancholy Haruhi-chan, the little short anime one? Was that
Oh, the like
fun?
chibi stuff.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, it was.
I love
totally
that
fun.
show.
Yeah,
Melancholy Haruhi? Yeah, that was a fun show.
They threw a lot of curveballs, I think, in
They
that
sure
show.
did.
It made it more interesting, definitely. Anything like that is fun, you know. Especially it breaks you from the normal thing that you do.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. Yes, with the bright light on your phone. It's like blinding me right now.
Just out of curiosity, what does it sound like if Ichigo actually walked into the
I guess it. I don't know. Hey, how's it going? Ichigo could have. Whoa! Hey, put your clothes on. And then maybe a Bankai. Something like that. Yes.
Which did you like more, Ichigo or Hollow Ichigo?
I had a great time with Ichigo, absolutely. But then when I found out that I was going to be doing Hollow Ichigo, I was in the booth. I was there, and I was like, "Oh, I'm doing this character too." And they're like, "Yes." And I was like, "What do I do?" And they're like, "Well, you're just Ichigo. Be Ichigo." And I was like, "Okay." And then so I was like, "Well, I don't want him to sound exactly the same, you know." And so I pitched him up and just kind of made him sound a little weirder, and I more changed his texture within, I guess, the fighting noises, and then that kind of led me into where it was going to be. But I mean, I like them both, I really do. And even full Hollow Ichigo, that one, it kills my throat to do it, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
That's taking one for the team. Plaid shirt guy.
Michelle, I love you in Catherine.
Thank you.
Recording in that game.
I really loved recording that game. I did. You know why? Because I got to work with Valerie Aram from PCB Productions. Keith and Val, they're amazing. They do a lot of the big games. And it was different because a lot of times with video games you're working with a male director, and I love all the guys I work with. I love everybody I work with, but this particular character, I think Catherine with the K, needed that finesse of a woman just because of the content of the game and where it was going. And she really let me go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she let me really explore some dark places that I wasn't aware that that was where we were going, but she was like, just go there. Don't worry about it. Don't hold back. Just go there. And I was like, okay. Well, how unusual is that? Usually with video games, you're like, okay, there has to, you know how it is with video games. You have a certain box that you have to stay in, which sometimes can be a little bit harder when you're trying to act or be a character. Yeah. Yes. In the back. Yeah.
Somebody just start talking.
Yeah. In the white.
What's your favorite and least favorite things about conventions?
Well, my favorite thing is you guys. Obviously, meeting you guys were my favorite thing. It is. It really is. It's awesome to meet you guys. It's nice to to come out and then I mean, we're locked in a booth, right? And we do the voices for characters, and then you leave and you don't know if anybody likes it, you know? And then you come to a convention and you find out, oh, people do like me. I don't know. What's your favorite thing?
Meeting people. Yeah, like the face-to-face, because it's like first of all, we get to go and play and be these characters, and then the icing on the cake is coming out and meeting the people that like the work, you know? Some people don't like the work, but screw them. Just kidding. But yeah, that would be my favorite. The least favorite, not that I mind, because I love doing autographs, but at the end of like a 2-hour autograph session, my shoulders and my fingers hurt. I don't like that. But that's okay. It's worth it.
I don't know what my least favorite thing would be. Maybe not eating.
Yeah, running around like
Because I really do like to eat. No, I know. That's why it's wonderful when people like bring brownies or throw peanut M&Ms at us.
Ooh, I love peanut M&Ms.
Because we like things like that.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I don't have a question, I got something more selfish. I'd like to have a ringtone with Ichigo and Rukia, if you could say something while I record it for a ringtone.
What are we gonna say?
Hey, what's your name?
Mike,
Mike?
ready? Go.
Ichigo Kurosaki here with...
Rukia Kuchiki.
Answer your phone!
Answer the phone. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone.
Thank you very much.
What?
Okay. I, Lelouch V. Britannia, command you to make me a sandwich. Well?
How about this guy right here with the fantastic hat?
Hi, this is for Johnny. While working on Power Rangers, did you ever go check out the Japanese Power Rangers at all? Or any of
I
the-
did, yeah, like the original Sentai stuff. There was a point when, and I'll try to keep this short, but there's a point where I was like, man, the show's kind of cheesy or whatever, it's a kid's show, anybody could write it, you know? And I was like, man, I want to write it. So I went upstairs and I was like, hey, can I see some of this stuff and write an episode? And they're like, sure, here. And they gave me this Japanese footage of one of the episodes. And this was a Zeo season. And I was watching it and I was like, this is going to be easy. You know, I'm taking notes or whatever. And the monster in this one is this giant faucet monster, you know? So he's got like a faucet, whatever. And I gotta stand up. But so the Rangers come into this warehouse and they're like, you know, he's gotta be somewhere in here, you know, and then all of a sudden it's water spraying on the Rangers and they're like, ah! And then the big faucet monster is like, and spraying them, you know, from his face. And he's like, ha ha ha, shh. And the Rangers are like, oh, shush. Getting back and forth, right? And then it shows the Rangers and the water's on it. All of a sudden the water's like murky and yellowish or whatever. And it's like, oh, gross. And it cuts back to the monster. He's got another faucet down below. And now he's like peeing on the Rangers. You know, and the Rangers like, oh.
I thought this was a kid's show.
No, I know, that's what I thought. As I was watching, I was like, what, is this a kid's show? It's like, what do you do now? It's like, what is a writer supposed to do? Cut that out? Kids are gonna be peeing all over each other. Yeah. Faucet monster! And so I gave up at that point. I was like, man, forget it. Writers, they're good.
So you have to come up with toilet joke humor.
Yeah, so yes, I did.
Who else? Who hasn't asked a question? Okay, the bunny ear gal. My favorite quote from Henri? Oh boy. I don't remember any quotes. Do you have a favorite quote you want me to do? No? I don't remember any quotes, I'm sorry. Anybody remember any quotes from? No, okay. She's all dee-dee-dee-dee, bow. Yes.
Is it ever weird to hear your voice
Yeah.
At first it was really weird.
Yeah.
So then it's like, you know, you're answering the machine. The first time you do it, you're like, holy crap, I sound like that? You like try to make yourself sound manlier, or more womanly, or whatever the case is. But yeah, at first it was, but now I'm kind of used to it. You know?
Yeah, I'm used to it now too.
Yeah.
Sometimes, most of the time. Most of the time. Blonde wig.
This is for each of you. If two of your characters were to meet, what would it sound like?
Two of our
Two
characters?
of our characters?
Yes.
In real
two,
life?
Like two
Like
of
if-
my
like,
characters?
Cross, like, you know, whatever, just they met and started talking to each other, or arguing, or...
You're basically asking us to write a script right now in our mind and act it out.
Aren't we doing like improv anime later?
Whose line is it, anime?
Which I have no idea what to expect, by the way. Have you done that before?
I did, yeah, I have done it before.
I'm a little scared. Are those the kinds of questions we're gonna get?
Well, quite, yes.
Yes.
There's some things that are planned out a little bit more, but
boy. Okay.
yeah, come to that, and then I'm sure there'll be more of that kind of thing. I think.
Well, let's see. Let's think about it. Let's pick two very, very interesting characters.
Okay.
to play.
Hey, you know what? Okay, I played this chicken monster in this in Wild Arms 4.
A chicken monster?
Yeah, well, I was a character, which I don't even remember the character's name, and then, you know, how you get miscellaneous characters.
Uh-huh.
And so I was a chicken monster. Like, it was a baby chick, you know, but had like a big head. And it was like a monster, you know, that you had to defeat. And Wendy Lee was directing, and she's like, okay, make something up. And I'm like, what? And then when I started talking like this, I'm a chicken monster. Like that, so I'll be that character. I got another story about that.
All right
character,
then. Chicken monster.
Yes. It's very nice to meet you.
What the hell are you?
I'm a giant chicken monster.
Are you dangerous?
No. But, but I love it.
This is dumb. All right. Let me tell you a story though about that because it reminded me of it. Okay, so I did that. You know, I had whatever main character I had, and then I had that miscellaneous stuff, and then so I was that giant chicken monster like this, and I would talk like this, right? And he got stuck with me. It's the only character voice that has ever stuck with me. And I was shooting this TV pilot or whatever, and the producers introduced me to the other actors and the crew and stuff, and I was like, hello, and I was like using the voice like an idiot, right? I'm like, hello, nice to meet you. And he's like going through all these people that are all around me, you know, and then he's behind me, he's like, oh, I also want you to meet this, and I turn around, without thinking, I'm just still doing the voice, I'm like, oh, nice to meet you, and it was like a little person, and he was like,
Oh, nice to meet you, Mr. Bosch.
and I was like, well, I wasn't making fun of you, I did this,
No, that's okay. It happens all the time.
and I was like, no, I mean, you should not all the time, not this time, this isn't not the right time. This is a different thing.
Different
Yeah, it was
time.
terrible.
You're like, well, I was doing a chicken monster. I
Right.
wasn't.
Yes. Like that sounds better. You were doing a chicken monster? What were you doing with it? That reminds me of something else.
I swear, I was doing a chicken monster.
They're like, okay, in your wild dreams, Johnny. Keep that over there. That reminds me, I was doing this, like, you know, whenever we perform in my band, iShine, right? Like, sometimes, like, I've done Bleach or whatever during the day, and then my voice is, like, thrash, you know, and I have to play. And sometimes I go up on stage, and without thinking that people don't know what that is, that show, right? I just assume everybody knows that show, you know, and I'm up there, I'm like, oh, sorry, my voice is gone, you know, I'm gonna try to get through the set, but I was doing Bleach earlier today, and then after the show, people are like, what do you mean you do Bleach? Is that like, you know, do you snort it?